I gotta give it up to Google. The Pixel 8 Pro is actually like really amazing. And by the way, if you live in the States, you're in luck because Best Buy has insane promotions going on. You can literally pick this phone up. You can get up to $800 of trade-in, and you get a Pixel Watch 2 absolutely for free. Like literally free. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to leave a link down below. So first things first, I love this new design. You cannot confuse it with any other phone. Once you see this, you know that it's a Google Pixel phone. If it has 3 cameras, it's the Pro model. If it has 2 cameras, it's the base model. It just makes sense. But one thing in common is, of course, the camera visor. New with the Pixel 8 series is, of course, the matte glass back. This is the best thing Google has done. Not only does it look amazing, but it just feels amazing as well. And it's actually less slippery than my iPhone 15 Pro Max. It almost feels like there's a very thin layer of rubber or like plastic and rubber molded together. It's really hard to explain, but it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like it's like compromised. It feels good, it feels premium, and of course you can say goodbye to those nasty fingerprints that you got with the Pixel 7 series and before. The flat display is also something that I'm very happy about, and it's about time. Curved displays were cool long ago, okay? It was one of those things that's like, hey, look at what we can do. Look how we can stand out from the crowd, right? But then once everyone started doing it, it's just like, all right, like relax, okay? We get it. They had those waterfall display, they had the wraparound displays. It was one of those things that's like, just stood you out from what everyone else was doing. But then when everyone started doing it, then it just became annoying. It messed with the touch responsiveness. It just became super annoying, so I'm super happy companies are like, okay, that's over, let's go back to normal displays. Now the entire game is moving towards AI, because I've said this in my previous video, no matter how good hardware can get, there's only so much you can fit inside a phone this thin, right? You physically cannot. So one way to stick out from the crowd now is AI, and since AI is moving at a speed that no human could ever think possible, well, it just only makes sense. And it's super impressive. I mean, I played around with the new Magic editor and it made me feel like Steven Spielberg, which kind of doesn't make sense because he's a filmmaker and not a photographer. But whatever, you know what I mean. The new generative fill when removing objects or moving them around is quite interesting, and it's super fun to play around with. Is it perfect? No, but you guys have to remember, this is just the beginning. Like, we're at the lowest of the low that we will ever be. It's only uphill from here. So seeing generative fill on the Pixel, like if you can move a car and it will like just think about what's behind the car and it'll just do it. Again, is it perfect? Of course not, but this is just the beginning. The cameras are also something that I love, and that is kind of to be expected. This is a Pixel phone after all. HDR is amazing, but in some cases it's a little too good by lifting the shadows a bit too much. Now this is obviously something that can be fixed with a software update, or you can just go into the photo editor yourself and just kind of boost the shadows, or actually lower the shadows, or boost them. Whatever, you can make your own shadows, put it that way, you know what I mean? So you can still play around with the photo, you can edit the photo any way you want, but straight out of camera, in some cases, the shadows are lifted just a little too much, at least in my opinion, you know, just don't shoot me. Now, another cool thing that I absolutely love is that the Pixel 8 can finally showcase Ultra HDR photos like on the screen. It's so wild, but the best way I can show it, because I can't really show it on video, it's literally impossible, but watch this. So I'm gonna swipe over to the next image and you will see it get brighter the longer you look at it. Like it takes a couple seconds and then the Ultra HDR is just like, I'm gonna blind you, but it's so awesome. Watch. You see that? The light just got like a hell of a lot brighter. You see? That's the best way I can showcase it to you through a camera. So like it finally allows HDR preview on the screen, and it's so crazy because if you ever take a photo of like the neon light, for example, that's in my background, and you look at it through a normal photo that's not like from any other phone, right? If you take a photo of it, it's HDR, but it doesn't pop out at you. But with this, as you guys saw, whenever I went to that photo, it stayed the same for like a split second, and then it's just like, here's the power of the sun in your eyes. It is so wild. The only other phone that can do this, at least from what I experienced, is the iPhone. They've been doing it for a couple of years now, but it's a little annoying because with the iPhone, I believe it only works with iPhone displays. So if I take a picture on the iPhone, it looks amazing. The colors pop. I'm looking at the display and the colors are like shining in my eyes. But if I send it to someone that doesn't have an iPhone, it looks like a normal photo. Okay, so now that Google is doing it, I hope more companies can jump along so that it just becomes like the new norm, you know? So as far as battery life goes, well, it's a little too early to tell. I'm literally on my first charge. I depleted the phone all the way yesterday, so I'm on my first charge. But currently, I'm at 92% of battery, and I have 51 minutes of screen on time. So basically, you can probably estimate about 1 hour per 10 minutes. Again, that's just a very quick extrapolation. I doubt this phone's gonna get 10 hours of screen on time. But so for now, it's lasting me better than any other Pixel that I've had. And like I said, I'm only on my first charge, so that's actually quite impressive. I cannot wait to see what this phone is like 3-4 days from now, because I don't know if you guys know, but for Android phones, and I believe for iPhones as well, you want to fully charge your phone a couple of times, 2-3 times, until you see the maximum battery performance. Because once you get a new phone, your phone's indexing a lot of stuff. Maybe you brought a backup from another phone, so it's doing all that stuff in the background. It's making sure the phone's ready. It has to get used to how you use the phone, and then the battery life is like, oh, hello, So, but for now, even on the first charge, it's super impressive. Now I just hope it doesn't overheat. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Every Pixel phone that I've had overheated when I was recording video outside. I went on a family vacation. I brought my Pixel. We went up to the mountains. It was super nice. I started recording a video, and the video just stopped by itself because the phone got too hot. Now I would test this, but it's currently 55 degrees outside, Celsius. Here you go. So it's not going to overheat when it's pretty chilly outside. But tomorrow it's going to be 80. So whatever's going on in North Carolina, the weather is a little weird. So tomorrow I will test it out outside, and I'll give you guys an update on Twitter, I guess. So follow me on Twitter for the overheating update. Now, as far as the speakers on the Pixel 8 go, they're okay. They're not really good. I wouldn't say they're amazing. They're fine for your average TikTok binge or Instagram Reels, or looking at a quick YouTube video, probably like you're doing right now. They're okay. I wish Google made a little bit more effort when it comes to the speaker quality and the bass response. I mean, I know it's a phone. You're not going to have good bass out of something this thin, but when compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, this phone is just a lot better with speakers compared to this. But the Pixel 8 Pro also has another trick up its sleeve. The haptics on this phone are insane. This is the best Android phone you can get. I don't care, call me a fanboy. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm not a Pixel fanboy, okay? Let's just keep it real. But this phone has the best haptics on any Android phone, and it's even probably a little bit better than my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I mean, these haptics punch you. You get bruises, you know what I mean? No, you don't really get bruises, but the haptics are super clicky, they're super punchy. Whenever you're typing on the phone, it just feels so good. It absolutely destroys Samsungs. I mean, I'm not even joking. So whatever Google did, whatever kind of magic Google did, keep it up. I like it. I cannot wait to use this phone more and more, especially the new video boost feature that's only coming to the Pixel 8 Pro, but it's not here yet. I believe it'll come in a software update in about a couple of months. I cannot wait to use this phone because AI is the future. Hate it, love it or hate it, I'm just speaking the truth. AI is the future. Any phone company, mark my words, any phone company that it's not investing in AI is going to get left in the dust. 100%. I have no doubt about that. And so seeing Google implement a ton of AI into a phone that fits into your pocket, it's impressive. I mean, it's really impressive. I can't lie about that. So I'm super excited to use this phone more and more going forward. And if you guys want to keep up with my journey, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And if you found this video to be cool, entertaining, funny, awesome, leave it a like. It's absolutely free to you, but it helps me out a lot. And again, don't forget that Best Buy has a ton of deals on the Pixel 8 series, not just the 8 Pro, but also the standard 8. So if you guys are interested, again, I'll leave a link in the bio or down in the description. Not my bio. What am I talking about? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. And as always, guys, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.